Hello dearies, I am Meshna and I am back with another requested video. I was checking through my comment section and I saw somebody wanted to know about the types of different brushes and their usages. So I thought, okay, there are tons of brushes in the market and for a beginner this might be really challenging whether which brush to buy and what brushes indicate and do you need everything at all. So of course, buying a brush and understanding its usages and everything requires a lot of consideration. So here it is. To know everything about brushes and whether you need them or not, make sure you stick till the end so that you find out every detail required. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon next to it so that you're notified for all my future uploads. Now let's get started with the video, shall we? As a beginner who has just started into the world of beauty and makeup, this might be overwhelming because there are tons of brushes, which ones to use and whether you need them or not. Do you require that kind of in-depth usage? So it might be a very difficult decision and actually curating your brush set before diving into or when you're diving into the makeup world. So I believe this video will be helpful for those who are trying to build their own makeup kit with their own brush set kit and all that. So I'll cover as much as possible to give you every information. So I'll start off with the face brushes first and then I'll move on to the eyeshadow brushes. Now for the face, the base for primer, you don't need any brushes of course. So the first brush that you actually need is a foundation brush. Foundation brushes, usually mine is dirty, please ignore, I just did my makeup so my brushes are not clean. A disclaimer right away. But for a foundation brush, you need a brush like this. I have PAC 231 and PAC 231 brush, and this you can see this is a thickly densed brush but a fluffy brush. Why do you need a brush like this? So that your foundation is easily blended and evenly as well. So a foundation brush is a must buy brush that you need in your makeup kit because if your base is not correct, nothing will be correct. Moving on to the concealer brush. Concealers are required to highlight certain areas where you have dark patches or some discoloration. That is where concealers come into your aid. You can even apply just a concealer on your face and go out, not putting a foundation at all. In that case, this foundation brush is just good enough for you. But if you actually are into that detail that you will be doing a concealer next on top of the foundation, then you need a concealer brush. I use this brush. This is an angled brush. This makes it easier for me to reach out in the corners of this eye area under the eyes and blend out the concealer quite evenly. And this is just a random brush from a company called Crown, and the bristles are soft, they don't poke in my eyes and everything, and they just do the job perfectly. But you get great brushes from PAC as well. In case you want to try out brushes and you can afford, I would highly recommend you to try PAC because I don't have all brushes from PAC as well, but when I started investing in PAC, I know why people have been raving about it for years. Now, these two are your basic brush sets that you need for your base. On top of it, you need a powder brush. Now, a powder brush is essentially more fluffy than the foundation brush. So, if you look at this, this is also fluffy, but this is not as fluffy as this one. This brush is from Wet n Wild. I love this brush because it packs the powder on my face so to set the powder, and if you are the dry skin people, you don't need a big fluffy brush because you will be setting few areas, and I believe you can use your blush brush to do it as well and then dust off the powder because when you're setting the powder is on your face. Not a lot of powder is on your brush, but yeah, still there. Best in a blush brush and a powder brush, great, or else you use it for both powder once and then blush. I think that will be good to go. So for your base, you just need these three brushes: foundation, concealer and powder. Another alternative for foundation and concealer brushes are a makeup sponge. This sponge will rather help you in doing your makeup, the foundation as well as the concealer. So the flat side can be used for foundation so that it's evenly spread out, and the tip can be used to apply concealer here as well. So if you have a good beauty blender, that is good enough as a replacement for your foundation and concealer brush. Next up, if you are into that kind of detailing and you can go for contouring the advanced part, then you need a contour brush. I usually use this Wet n Wild brush because it is angled precisely to contour your cheeks properly. So a contour brush is required to give you that chiseled, contoured, sharp look if you want to give it a sharp look, or else you can tone it down as well depending upon your preference. But this is only required if you are into an advanced stage of makeup. So for beginners, this is not the one that you need, but as a brush, as a type of brush that you need to know, this is an important brush, which is a contour brush. After contour, you need blush and highlights. Another fluffy brush for blushes so that you can pop it on your cheeks and make your cheeks look rosy. And this is just a generic brush, and it's a dupe, but it is written MAC, but trust me, this is not MAC. I got it from a local store, so it's a dupe, but this does the job very finely, and it's a very densely packed brush, and it's very comfortable and with soft bristles and all. So I totally love this brush. Apart from the blush brush, you need a highlighter brush. Now for highlighting, there are two types of brushes for highlighting. One is this fan brush. You can go for a smaller or a bigger size fan, or else a simple brush like this. I use the tapered brushes, because this, I believe, it's kind of overhyped. It does create a good look for sure, but I don't know, for me, I don't get the satisfaction or the effect of the highlighter as I want with a fan brush. I get it more precise and exactly the kind that I enjoy from a normal brush, which is a bit fluffy. So a highlighter brush, if you can get, it's good. Otherwise, a simple brush like this can also do the trick. So now that I have covered all the face brushes, let's move on to the eyeshadow brushes. So for eyeshadow, trust me, you don't have a lot of variety, I believe. There will be a lot of names in the market, a lot of eyeshadow brushes with lots of definitions where you should apply what and all that. But I'll make it simple for you so that it's easier to understand and make out. You need, if you have an eyebrow pencil, then you can fill up your eyebrows. Otherwise, you can have an angled brush like this, which will help you fill in the eyebrows as well with the eyebrow powder or something. This is an optional brush. You don't need it if you have an eyebrow pencil or an eyebrow pomade or something like that. If you have those, you don't need this brush. But this is a variety that I just wanted you to know about. You basically need 2 to 3 types of brushes, but in multiples. So one you would need that will allow you to pack the color on your lids. So for that, I usually use these flat top brushes because they pick up the color well, and they help to pack the color exactly on your eyelids. So I prefer these flat top brushes for packing up color. This is an angled flat top brush that will help you do cut creases, but I'm sure this is not a requirement for a beginner. Somebody who is starting into makeup, cut crease is a highly advanced thing that they should steer clear of. You can try that later on once you have mastered at least the basics of eyeshadow application and all that. You can have a small brush like this as well, which will help you fill in your inner corners. This is just enough if you have one in your collection, because inner corners, just a dab here and there and you're good to go. And finally, you need blending brushes. These are the most important stuffs that you will need in multiples, because this is where you will be blending out the colors, and you will be creating transitions or one shaded eye look, whatever you want. But these you need at least 2 to 3 so that you can create a beautiful blended eye makeup look, which is the ultimate goal. So suppose you're doing a one-eyed makeup look like I have done today. It's just a brown eyeshadow look. I'll just give you a close view, but it has a softer transition to a deeper brown, right? So for that, maybe one blended brush you need for the brown, another brush for the darker brown, and then you need a clean blending brush to blend everything together. This is a very important step that you need to keep in mind when you're doing eye makeup, because if you don't blend everything together, and a used brush won't blend everything seamlessly. So you need a clean blending brush to blend 2 colors or 3 colors if you're playing around with a lot of colors. So this is a very important step that you need to keep in mind. So that is pretty much it. Now, if you have budget that you want to invest in multiple brushes, and if you're a person who needs to put makeup on your face on an everyday basis, then you will need to have multiple sets of blending brushes and brushes that help you pack colors onto your eyelids. Apart from that, I believe nothing is there. I mean, I might be ill-informed, or else if I am missing out on any brushes that I need to share, please leave it in the comment section below. That way you can also update me if I am missing out on something. But I believe if you have these, you're good to go for any makeup look. And as a beginner, you don't even need all of these. As a beginner, you need a foundation brush, a concealer brush, a powder brush, and that is it. Because for a beginner, I don't believe you'll be going into contouring and all. And a blush brush maximum. So 4 face brushes, 2 to 3 eyeshadow brushes, and you're good to go. As a beginner, you don't need more than that. And as a pro, you can increase your stock of brushes as much as you require. So I hope this video was helpful and informational for you. And if you learned something new and found it enjoyable, please click the like button and share this video with your friends who might need to know about the different types of brushes in the market and their usages, and whether you actually need all of those or not. And also let me know your thoughts in the comment section. There we can chat a bit. Let's get that section chatty, right? And before you leave this video, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon next to it so that you are notified for all my future uploads. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.